Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Frankie Beverly, and this is my review of Johnny To's Life Without Principle. Life Without Principle is a trio of stories that revolve around money and how people think about it. It was shot over a 3-year period, and the cast includes Lau Ching Wan, Richie and Denise. Lau Ching Wan plays a gangster who is, quite frankly, dumb as a rock. But he is loyal, and that should count for something. He spends the film helping out his brothers, who often don't seem very appreciative. Most of his behavior involves getting money for other people, often his own money. And I enjoyed watching Lau Ching Wan overact the part. I also really enjoyed watching Johnny To lampooning the gangsters' so-called code of ethics, the disposable nature of which make gangsters look like the unprincipled scum they really are. Denise Ho plays a young woman working in a bank, under extreme pressure to meet sales quotas, while trying to maintain her sanity and her integrity. If she wants to keep her job, she has to start making more money. And in order to start making more money, she has to decide whether or not to take advantage of her customers. Richie is a cop whose wife is always pressuring him to buy a flat. His usual response to this request, and all the other ones, is to tell her that they should talk about it first. But he's a cop, so he seems to get called away to work almost every time they're about to talk about something. All three of these characters end up crossing paths one way or another in a film that is well told, well shot, and well acted. I found Life Without Principle a bit slow to start, but it had enough moments of interest and excitement to keep my attention. Terrence Yin was surprisingly good as a cold-blooded and mysterious mainland figure, and did a good job not only speaking Mandarin, but embodying a character very much unlike his real self. JJ Zhao was luminous in a small but important role, and her major speaking scene was really something to watch. It was also kind of refreshing to see Johnny To making a resoundingly local film. The story, the background, and the characters are all suffused with a deep sense of place, which is, like all things, both good and bad. Hong Kongers' lust for money is certainly no secret. After the 2008 economic crisis, some Hong Kongers claimed that they were forced into making unsafe investments, and that the government should have protected them, and they are therefore entitled to recompense for something that they chose to do out of their own greed. That to me is relevant because all three of these stories end up with nice, neat, financially rewarding endings. I felt it was local, apropos, and frankly annoying. My favorite character in Life Without Principle is a loan shark. His honesty and openness about his own and other people's greed, as well as his blatant refusal to trust in other people, was refreshing because everyone else in the film really was the same way and just didn't have the courage to own their actions, beliefs, and attitudes. Life Without Principle is a really good film. I just didn't like any of the people in it. And so really, that's kind of an endorsement, because even though I don't like the characters, maybe I'm not supposed to. And one of the reasons I don't like the characters is because they were so well written, well acted, and well directed. So in that sense, it's a good film and I recommend it. If you'd like to help me with subtitling these reviews in traditional Chinese, please let me know because I can't do it. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, leave me a comment. I like those too. If you really enjoy the channel, please think about subscribing. If you think what I have to say is worth listening to and you'd like to make it a part of your daily life, please follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. Because sometimes when I watch new movies, I'll tweet from the cinema. Or if I go to a movie premiere, I'll tweet from there. Sometimes I'll upload pictures. Sometimes it's with a famous person. Sometimes it's a place that was in a movie. Sometimes it's never going to be the food I'm eating, I promise you that. I want you to watch Life Without Principle, but I want you to watch it because you bought it, not because you downloaded it. Don't do it. In the description, there's a link to where you can buy this movie. That's what you need to do. That way, Johnny To can keep making movies. If you enjoyed this review and you might like others, there's recommendations coming.